Hello everyone, welcome to Presentation Experts. So today I am here with a new presentation topic, that is browser security. So let's begin. Before starting, please subscribe to our channel for all new latest updates. So today we'll see about the introduction of browser security, what is browser and its network, attacks on browser, features and vulnerabilities, and how to do secure browsing. So what is browser security? So browser security is the application of internet security to the web browser in order to protect network data and computer systems from breaches of privacy or malware. So to protect your system and browser from malwares and viruses, we have to secure our browser. The security exploits of the browser often use JavaScript, sometimes with cross-site scripting, and sometimes with secondary payload using Adobe Flash Player. So it uses JavaScript and Adobe Flash Player to inject viruses in our system. The security exploit can also take advantages of vulnerabilities, security holes that are commonly exploited in all browsers, including Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, Microsoft Edge, Safari, and all other. So the hackers take advantages of the security holes like Flash Player and JavaScript languages, which helps them to hack our system and get inside to our network. So this is how the browser works. So firstly, we have the hardware like desktop or a laptop in which there is a OS. OS will be any type of OS, Windows, Apple, Mac, or Linux, Unix operating system, and then on that machine there will be a browser installed. Browser is an application which helps in interacting with the network. So in which the browser will be installed and through which the interaction to the website will be done on the network. So we send request and then we get reply from the website. So browser sends request may reveal private information in the forms of cookies. So and browser receives information code. It may corrupt the state by running unsafe code. So we request the browser request and get to the website and get back can get back the unsafe code. And last, susceptible to the network attacks considering network security. So all of this can be susceptible to network attacks like phishing, man in the middle attacks. We will see in the next slide. Attacks on browser, like first it's a buffer overflow, cross-site scripting, man in the middle attack, extension vulnerability, extreme phishing, browser cache poisoning, session hijacking, drive-by download, and clickjacking. So first I will explain you what is buffer overflow. So in buffer overflow, there is an overflow in the network. They inject the code which helps to overflow your stack and the heap memory, which turns into an attack of the browser to inject into your system. And next is cross-site scripting. In cross-site scripting, it's an programming language through which your browser is designed. In this, by using by using this technique, the hackers take an advantage and get into your system. Man in the middle attack, the hackers are in the middle, so they can take your information, all the information like login information, your passwords, your searching, and anything they want to extract. They can even change your information which you want to. They can even change your information, all the information which you want to update in the software. Extension vulnerabilities like the extension that we download in our browser, they can attack on them also. Extreme phishing, the phishing sites like I can take an example of Facebook, the same another website of Facebook with the change in the URL is called a phishing. Browser cache poisoning, so cache which is stored into your system for fast processing, they can hack that. They can take this information and attack on your system. Session hijacking, they can hijack your session and take advantage on hacking. Drive-by download, they can download anything, any virus or adware or malware in your system by the drive-by download method. And clickjacking is they can click, or they can allow you to click on the certain sites that will hack your system. These were all the attacks on the browser. Next we will see features and vulnerabilities that are popular and that are already in your browser and are vulnerable to your system. First is Flash Player, second is JavaScript, then internet cookies, browser extension and add-ons, pop-ups, obtaining autofill information, accessing browser history, saved login credentials, and last, exploring the browser cache. So what's Flash Player? Flash Player allows video games, animation, GIFs, and sounds and other interactive content to be delivered on web pages. However, uninstalling or disabling it should be an standard step when it comes to securing your web browser. And computer as its own cache, and therefore Flash history remains irrespective. So Flash Player has its own history and cache. So it stores on its own. So the hackers try to extract the Flash Player cache memory and history through which they get access to your system. So uninstalling Flash Player is beneficial for browser security. Next is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a high-level programming language that enables interactivity to be built into websites. So using JavaScript, all the website and web browsers are developed. But since JavaScript is exploited by cyber criminals to infect computers with malware, you probably disable it. And there is an option in a web browser where you can disable the JavaScript option. So it will be a little bit secure for your web browser. You will get a secure browsing experience by disabling it and a faster page loads. And next is internet cookies. So cookies are tiny text files stored on your computer by your browser. So they are used by website to provide you a personalized user experience and remember site logins information based on your past web activity. So when you search anything or any website, you allows cookies to save on your browser. So if you allow cookies, then it will be saved in your browser, and in these cookies there are locks which remembers the login, passwords and login information. Through these cookies, the hackers extract the data and find your passwords and information. So the problem though is not almost all third-party cookies track your browsing activity to serve you targeted ads. So what do these cookies do? It helps you to get targeted ads on your system. Like you have searched on Facebook, there might be, you have seen that they are targeting you some ads, and on YouTube also you have seen like they are targeting you certain apps, certain ads which you are searching all around. So all hackers can steal your cookies to fake login into website and steal your personal information. So they can steal your personal information by hijacking the cookies. Browser extensions and plugins. Browser plugins helps to extend the functionality of a browser. So the plugins helps to extend the functionality of the browser. For instance, you will find many extension or add-ons on the internet which allows user to easily block all ads. So there are also certain extensions which allow you for blocking all the ads. However, some of them track your browser activity and inject pesky ads into your website you visit. So what these plugins do? These plugins trace your browsing activity and they inject all the pesky ads on your website you visit. So these are the open doors for the malware and adwares. For this reasons, it's important not to overboard with the browser extension and add-ons. Always choose reliable extension and add-ons on providers. Next is pop-ups. Pop-ups are advertisements that pop up into a new, smaller browser window. Not only do they ruin your user experience, but they can invite malware to your computer. They can also be used to be as a part of phishing scam by hijacking to trick you into revealing sensitive information. So just turn off your pop-ups as they track your activity, and the pop-ups, using pop-ups, all the malwares are installed by the hackers in your system. Next is obtaining autofill information. So what the hackers do, if you so many of us tried already filled the information on browser for faster experience. So the hackers try to extract these autofill information from the browser so they can extract the data. So the autofill information can also be deadly. Chrome can save your home address information to make it easier to shop online. But what if your device fell into a wrong hands? Now an attacker knows where you live, so turn off auto. So it's beneficial to turn off autofill for any confidential or personal details. So just turn off the obtaining autofill information from your browser. Accessing browser history. So your browser history is a record of which you search on the internet. So that hackers try to access the browser history. So what you can do, you can use incognito mode, a private browsing in your browser, which will not save the history. Like if you are doing any online banking, if you are visiting on any online banking site or any site on which you have to do payment or anything, so just you should do everything on everything on this incognito mode, which will be a safer mode because it will not be saving the history and cache. Next is saved login credential. So saved login credential paired with bookmarks for the associated site you visit are deadly combination. So do not save your login credentials like you have many times have seen save password options in a browser. So don't save your passwords and login IDs into the browser. Always remember the login credentials. Do not save the credentials in the browser, because the hackers try to extract these credentials from the browser, and they can hack any banking site or any site from these login credentials. Exploring the browser cache. So always use incognito mode, and the hackers try to access your cache memory, your browser cache, which you don't usually delete. So just make it a habit of cleaning your browser history and cache, which will help you for safe browsing. Next is how to do secure browsing. So there are some techniques through which we can do secure browsing on our system. First is install a VPN on your device. So for some sites, like if you are browsing anything tricky or any type of vulnerable thing, then try to install a VPN on your device, which will make it difficult for hackers to trace your data. Next is keep your browser up to date. You should keep your browser up to date so that security certificates and certain security certificates are downloaded in your softwares. Updated certificates should be downloaded in your browser. So log down your online accounts. Always log down your online accounts like Facebook, YouTube, Gmail, and many others account you access. Always lock it down. Search only green HTTPS padlock sites, like I've mentioned the image here over here. So always search the green padlock HTTPS sites. Protect yourself when you are using public Wi-Fi network. So always use your home network, not to use public Wi-Fi, because when you use public Wi-Fi, the hackers try to access your session using the public Wi-Fi. So they trace your session and and they try to install malware on your system. If you use public Wi-Fi, the hackers try to access your system by installing malwares and viruses in your system. Use a strong antivirus. So always use a strong antivirus so that it could track all your activity, it could track all the malwares and viruses from your system. So enable privacy settings in your browser, and always enable privacy settings like do not save credentials, and be in a restricted mode, safe browsing techniques. So always enable privacy settings in your browser. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching the presentation, and please like, share, and subscribe our channel, and do comment on videos, and also press the bell icon for all new latest updates. Thank you.